LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So TCU's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throws to the tight end. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Off-play action on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable.
Snags it down the right side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He's got him. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown LSU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they find him. Get him to the turf at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the run. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do it's hard to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hits him with a stiff arm. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. Like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Going up top again. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got room to work. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first. Down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return. More important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll leave it with him. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Floating away. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets first at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle, it's Payne. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It'll be third and long. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He's got his man across the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now on first down from the 43. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he got loose. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The snap sets up the throw.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Quick spin on the run. Across the... Oh, he did it again! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this